Hello everybody, I just dropped a new movie on YouTube. Go and watch it.
Nollywood used to decide who became a star, but what if I told you that YouTube has given ordinary Nigerians the power to create their own audience? And Nosa Rex's journey is one of the stories that shows exactly how this happened.
Has YouTube become the new gateway to Nigerian stardom? How YouTube changed Nigerian movies, the platform giving Nollywood a new life, and Nosa Rex's powerful story. There was a time when becoming a successful actor in Nigeria meant waiting for a phone call from a movie producer.
First off, I'm a great fan of your movies. They make me laugh a lot. You know, I did watch one actually last night. It was very interesting.
Thank you.
Yeah, so why are more Nollywood producers choosing YouTube as a distribution platform instead of relying solely on cinemas and streaming? And I'm also wondering, is it that these movies are made specifically, for YouTube and not other platforms?
Well, thank you. The truth of the matter is, at this point, 2026, our only hope is YouTube. Quote me anywhere, all right? And the reason why this shift is happening is because YouTube is the only place that you can wake up and, decide on how you want to sell your movie or how you want to do or what you want to do with your movie.
Chico, I want you to do your signature move. Yeah, just give us one.
Okay, so that's when you see something shocking.
Exactly.
So you move your body like this, you look at the thing and you shout.
You could have the talent. You could have the looks. You could have the passion. You could even spend years attending auditions, standing under the sun, traveling from one movie location to another, hoping that one producer would look at you and say, "You are the person I need for this role." But what happened when that phone call refused to come? What happened when producers refused to see your talent? What happened when you had a story inside you, but nobody was willing to give you the opportunity to tell it? For many Nigerian actors and filmmakers, that was the reality. Then something happened. A platform that many people initially saw simply as a place for music videos, comedy clips, tutorials, and random entertainment began changing the Nigerian entertainment industry forever. That platform was YouTube. And today, the question is no longer, who will give me a chance? The question has become, what are you doing with the opportunity that is already in your hands? Because somewhere in Nigeria, an aspiring actor can pick up a phone, record a story, upload it to YouTube, and potentially reach thousands, even millions, of people without first getting permission from a traditional gatekeeper. And that is where this story becomes interesting. Because YouTube did not simply give Nigerians somewhere to upload videos. It gave many people something much more valuable. A stage. A stage that does not necessarily ask who you know. A stage that can reward creativity. A stage where an unknown creator can wake up one morning and discover that people from Lagos, Abuja, London, America, Ghana, South Africa, and other parts of the world are watching their work. But how did we get here? And perhaps the bigger question is, can YouTube really change the life of an ordinary Nigerian actor or filmmaker? The stories coming from the Nigerian entertainment space suggest that. For many people, the answer is yes. But before we get to the success stories, we need to understand where the journey started, the old Nollywood dream. For many years, Nollywood operated around a very familiar system. Producers produced. Actors waited for roles. Marketers distributed movies. Television stations controlled what many people watched. Cinemas controlled another part of the audience. And for upcoming actors, getting noticed could be extremely difficult. Imagine being a talented actor with no connections. You attend audition after audition. Sometimes you get rejected. Sometimes you are told to wait. Sometimes you get a role but the payment is disappointing. Sometimes you are not even given the opportunity to prove yourself. And after months or years, you begin asking yourself, maybe I am not good enough. But perhaps the problem wasn't always talent. Sometimes the problem was simply access. Access to an audience. Access to production. access to distribution, access to people who could see what you could do. Then social media started changing the rules. Instagram came. Facebook became powerful. TikTok exploded. And YouTube continued growing. Suddenly, the audience was no longer sitting only in front of television screens. The audience was sitting at home with smartphones. The audience was inside buses. The audience was in hostels. The audience was in offices. The audience was in villages. The audience was abroad. And the audience was hungry for content. That hunger created an opportunity. YouTube became a new cinema. Think about it. A traditional cinema has a physical location. YouTube doesn't. A traditional television station has a schedule. YouTube gives viewers access whenever they want. A traditional movie distribution system can require several layers before the audience sees a film. On YouTube, a creator can upload directly. That doesn't mean YouTube automatically makes everyone successful. Far from it. But it changes something fundamental. It lowers the barrier to entry. And Nigerian filmmakers began noticing. Actors began creating their own channels. Producers began releasing films online. Comedians began building audiences. Skits became a serious business. Movie channels began attracting enormous audiences. And suddenly, the actor who had been waiting for a producer could become a producer. The comedian who was waiting for television could become a broadcaster. The filmmaker who could not afford traditional distribution could find an audience online. And the viewer? The viewer became part of the story. Then something bigger happened. Nigerian audiences didn't just watch. They subscribed. They commented. They shared. They returned. They recommended videos to friends. And those small actions became powerful. Because one viewer could become 10. 10 could become 100. 100 could become thousands. And thousands of viewers could transform a creator's career. This is why YouTube became more than just a video platform for many Nigerian creators. It became a business opportunity. It became a personal television station. It became a portfolio. And for actors, it became something else. Proof of ability. Instead of telling someone, "I can act," a creator could simply say, "Watch my channel." Instead of saying, "I can produce movies," they could say, "Here is my work." Instead of waiting for somebody to discover them, they could begin the process of discovering themselves. And this is exactly where the story of many Nigerian entertainers becomes fascinating. The actors who became their own gatekeepers. One of the biggest lessons YouTube has brought to Nigerian entertainment is simple. You don't always have to wait for somebody to choose you. Sometimes you can choose yourself. Look at the evolution of actors and content creators. An actor who once depended entirely on movie roles can now create skits. A filmmaker can create a YouTube series. A comedian can create characters. A storyteller can build a storytelling channel. A movie producer can distribute directly to an online audience. And when the audience responds positively, opportunities can follow. Brand deals can follow. Collaborations can follow. More acting opportunities can follow. And suddenly, the person who was begging for opportunities begins receiving invitations. That is the power of audience ownership. And one Nigerian actor whose journey gives us an important lesson here is Nosa Rex, popularly known as Baba Rex. Nosa Rex, the journey was not an overnight success. When people look at successful entertainers today, they sometimes see only the final picture. They see the fame. They see the millions of views. They see the comedy. They see the luxury. They see the followers. But they don't always see the years that came before it. Nosa Rex joined Nollywood after completing his education and NYSC, entering the movie industry in 2010. His journey was gradual rather than an overnight explosion. He has spoken publicly about the challenges of getting roles, finances, and establishing himself in the industry. And that is important, because his story tells us something many young creators need to hear. Success can be a process. Nosa Rex has described his journey as step by step. No jumping, no shortcuts, no magic formula, just movement. One step, then another, and eventually, people began noticing. His breakthrough in acting was associated with the movie Caro, the Iron Bender, after which his popular line helped make him more recognizable to audiences. He later won acting awards and continued building his career. But then came another chapter. And this chapter is where YouTube and online content become particularly important. When the world stopped, content didn't. Then came 2020. The COVID-19 lockdown changed almost everything. Movie sets were affected. Businesses were affected. Events were affected. Entertainment was affected. Actors who depended on physical productions suddenly found themselves with fewer opportunities. And for many people, that period was terrifying. But sometimes, when one door closes, another door appears somewhere you were not expecting. For Nosa Rex, the lockdown became a major turning point. He began creating comedy content and skits. Instead of waiting for movie producers to give him an opportunity to display another side of his personality, he started creating that opportunity himself. He later explained that producers often did not consider his funny side when casting him in movies, so his online content gave him the opportunity to show audiences, and eventually producers, that side of him. Think about that for a moment. The talent was already there. The funny side was already there. The personality was already there. But the opportunity was missing. So he created the opportunity. And that is one of the biggest lessons of the digital era. Sometimes your problem isn't that you lack talent. Sometimes you simply haven't found the right platform for your talent. The internet said, "Show us what you can do." This is where YouTube became revolutionary. The internet doesn't necessarily ask you, "Who is your uncle?" It asks, "Can you keep people watching?" It doesn't ask, "Which producer recommended you?" It asks, "Is your content good enough for someone to click?" And it doesn't ask, "Are you already famous?" Sometimes it asks, "Can you build an audience?" That shift is massive, because it means the audience can become your introduction. Imagine an upcoming actor who has never appeared in a major movie. He creates a short comedy series. One episode performs well. People share it. Another episode performs even better. A producer sees it. A brand sees it. Another creator sees it. A collaboration happens. And suddenly, the actor is no longer invisible. Not because someone discovered him by accident, but because he put himself where people could discover him. But here's the part many people don't talk about. YouTube is powerful, but YouTube is not magic. Opening a channel does not mean success will automatically come. Uploading one video does not guarantee millions of views. Buying a camera does not make you a filmmaker. Having a microphone does not make you a broadcaster. And having 100 subscribers does not mean you have failed. The truth is that behind almost every successful creator is something people don't see. Consistency, patience, learning, experimentation, failure, and sometimes embarrassment. Because before the viral video, there may have been 10 videos nobody watched. Before the million views, there may have been videos with 50 views. Before the brand deal, there may have been months of creating without payment. And this is why Nosa Rex's philosophy about pressure is particularly relevant. He has spoken about pressure as one of the difficult sides of content creation, explaining that he doesn't allow himself to be forced into producing content simply because people expect it. He has emphasized creating at his own pace and not competing with everybody. That lesson is extremely important, because social media can make everybody else's success look faster than yours. You open Instagram. Someone has bought a new car. You open YouTube. Someone has reached 1 million subscribers. You open TikTok. Someone has gone viral. And suddenly you begin asking, what am I doing wrong? But you don't know their starting point. You don't know their struggles. You don't know how many years they spent building. You don't know what happened behind the camera. So don't compare your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20. The beautiful thing about YouTube, the beautiful thing is that your first video doesn't have to be perfect. Your first thumbnail might be bad. Your first title might be weak. Your editing might be slow. Your voiceover might sound nervous. Your lighting might be terrible. But you can improve. And that is the journey. Video 1 teaches you something. Video 10 teaches you something else. Video 50 shows you your audience. Video 100 may show you what your channel can become. The creator grows. The content grows. The audience grows. And eventually, the small channel that nobody noticed becomes a serious media platform. From actor to content creator. And this is another major transformation happening inside Nollywood. Actors are no longer just actors. They are becoming content creators, producers, directors, YouTubers, brand ambassadors, business owners, digital entrepreneurs. And Nosa Rex is a good example of that evolution. His career has moved beyond acting alone. He has been involved in content creation, business, and online entertainment, and his comedy persona has become an important part of his public identity. This is what the digital age is doing. It is forcing entertainers to become more versatile, because the audience is no longer satisfied with seeing you in only one place. They want more. They want your story. They want your personality. They want your creativity. They want to laugh with you. They want to learn from you. They want to follow your journey. And creators who understand this can build something much bigger than a single movie role. The new generation is watching. Now imagine a young Nigerian sitting inside a small room. Maybe he doesn't have a big camera. Maybe she doesn't have expensive lighting. Maybe they don't have a studio. But they have a smartphone. And they have an idea. They look at YouTube. They see Nigerian filmmakers uploading movies. They see comedians building huge audiences. They see actors creating their own content. They see people teaching others how to edit videos. They see people discussing relationships. They see people telling stories. They see people documenting their lives. And suddenly they think, maybe I can do this too. That thought is powerful. Because every successful creator becomes proof that another person can try. And this is why many content creators now share their experiences. They don't just say, I succeeded. They explain how they started, what mistakes they made, how long it took, what equipment they used, how they learned, how they handled criticism, how they remained consistent, how they dealt with low views, and sometimes, most importantly, how they almost gave up. The testimonies are becoming a roadmap. There was a time when aspiring creators had to learn mostly through trial and error. Today, someone who wants to start a YouTube channel can watch hours of free educational content. They can learn thumbnail design. They can learn video editing. They can learn storytelling. They can learn SEO. They can learn audience retention. They can learn lighting. They can learn sound. They can learn how to structure videos. They can learn from people who have already made the mistakes. And that is another way YouTube has helped Nigeria. It doesn't only provide entertainment. It provides education. It provides skills. It provides access to information. And for young Nigerians trying to enter entertainment, that access can be priceless. But there is another side. Let us be honest. The YouTube journey can be frustrating. You can spend hours editing a video and get 20 views. You can create something you believe is your best work, and nobody clicks. You can spend money on production, and the algorithm doesn't push the video. You can see another creator upload something you think is less complicated, and suddenly they get hundreds of thousands of views. That can hurt. It can make you question yourself. But perhaps the most dangerous mistake is quitting too early. Because sometimes you are closer than you think. Sometimes the video that would have changed your channel is the video you never uploaded because you were tired. Sometimes the idea that could have become your signature is the idea you abandoned because the previous one didn't perform. And sometimes the creator who wins isn't necessarily the most talented. Sometimes it is the person who stayed long enough to improve. The real power of YouTube for Nigerian movies. Let's return to Nollywood. YouTube has helped create another route for Nigerian movies to find audiences. It allows filmmakers to publish directly. It gives movies a second life. It allows old content to remain discoverable. It allows new filmmakers to experiment. And it gives Nigerian stories the ability to travel beyond Nigeria. A person sitting in the United Kingdom can watch a Nigerian movie. Someone in the United States can discover a Nigerian actor. Someone in Ghana can follow a Nigerian comedy series. Someone in South Africa can become a fan of a Nigerian filmmaker. The geographical wall becomes smaller. The story travels. And that is one of the most beautiful things about digital entertainment. A Nigerian story no longer has to remain physically in Nigeria to be Nigerian. It can travel. It can represent our culture, our language, our humor, our struggles, our relationships, our traditions, our lifestyle, our creativity, and the world can watch. Nollywood's future may be even more digital, and perhaps we are only seeing the beginning. Imagine what happens when more filmmakers understand digital storytelling. Imagine better cameras, better sound, better scripts, better editing, better thumbnails, better marketing, better audience research, better storytelling. Imagine Nigerian creators collaborating across different states and countries. Imagine a filmmaker in Enugu working with an actor in Lagos. Imagine a comedian in Abuja collaborating with a creator in London. Imagine a Nigerian movie becoming a global online hit without first needing traditional international distribution. That future is not impossible. The foundation is already being built. And YouTube is one of the platforms helping make that future possible. But what can upcoming creators learn? If you are watching this as an aspiring actor, filmmaker, or content creator, don't miss this part. Because the story isn't really about YouTube. The story is about opportunity. And here are the lessons. First, start with what you have. Don't wait until you have the most expensive camera. Learn to create with what is available. Second, learn storytelling. Equipment can improve your picture, but a great story keeps people watching. Third, be consistent, but don't destroy yourself trying to compete. Nosa Rex has spoken about avoiding unnecessary pressure and moving at his own pace. Fourth, don't be afraid to show another side of yourself. Nosa Rex's transition into online comedy demonstrated how digital content could expose an aspect of his personality that traditional movie casting had not always allowed audiences to see. Fifth, don't despise small beginnings. Every big channel was once small. Every famous creator was once unknown. Every viral video was once just an idea inside someone's head. And sixth, don't wait forever for permission. Sometimes you have to create your own stage. And then comes the big question. After everything we have said, there is still one question. Is YouTube really replacing traditional Nollywood? The answer is not that simple. Cinema still matters. Television still matters. Streaming platforms still matter. Traditional production still matters. But YouTube has changed the ecosystem. It has created another route. Another distribution channel. Another business opportunity. Another way for actors to connect with audiences. Another way for filmmakers to monetize creativity. And another way for ordinary people to become media owners. So perhaps YouTube isn't killing Nollywood. Perhaps it is helping Nollywood evolve. The person watching this video could be next. And this is where I want you to imagine something. Imagine that 5 years from now, someone tells your story. They say, there was a time when nobody knew this person. They say, there was a time when this person had only a few subscribers. They say, there was a time when nobody watched their videos. But then, they started. They learned. They failed. They improved. They uploaded again. And again. And again. Until one day, people started noticing. That is how many journeys begin. Not with millions of subscribers. Not with expensive studios. Not with celebrities standing beside you. But with one person deciding, I am going to try. Nosa Rex's story leaves us with one powerful message. Nosa Rex once described his journey in a way that captures the philosophy perfectly. Step by step. His career didn't become what it is today overnight. He faced challenges. He experienced rejection. He worked through the difficult stages. He found success in acting. Then he discovered another opportunity through online content. And instead of treating that opportunity as a temporary distraction, he used it to reveal another dimension of his creativity. His story is therefore bigger than acting. It is about adaptation. It is about refusing to remain trapped inside one definition of yourself. And it is about understanding that sometimes your next breakthrough is hiding inside a talent you have not fully explored. The final message. So when you see a Nigerian actor uploading a movie to YouTube, don't just see another video. See a filmmaker controlling distribution. When you see a young comedian uploading a skit, don't just see someone trying to make people laugh. See someone building an audience. When you see a creator teaching people how to start YouTube, don't just see a tutorial. See knowledge being transferred. And when you see someone with only 100 subscribers, don't laugh. Because you don't know what that channel could become. Today, they may have 100. Tomorrow, 1,000. Next year, 100,000. And one day, someone may be sitting somewhere watching their success story and saying, if this person could do it, maybe I can do it too. That is how the cycle continues. One creator inspires another. One actor creates an opportunity. One filmmaker tells a story. One audience discovers it. And another dream begins. But here is the part one want you to remember. YouTube did not magically create successful Nigerian actors. It did something more important. It gave many of them a place to prove themselves. It gave filmmakers another road. It gave comedians another stage. It gave storytellers another microphone. It gave actors another camera. And it gave ordinary Nigerians something they didn't always have before. Direct access to an audience. But the opportunity is not the destination. The opportunity is only the beginning. Because YouTube can give you the stage. But you still have to perform. YouTube can give you the audience. But you still have to tell them a story worth watching. YouTube can give you the platform. But you still have to show up. And that is why the next big Nigerian YouTube success story may not be the person you are watching today. It may be the person watching this video. Maybe it's you. Maybe you have been waiting for someone to discover you. Maybe you have been waiting for a producer. Maybe you have been waiting for someone to finance your movie. Maybe you have been waiting for the perfect camera. Maybe you have been waiting for the perfect opportunity. But perhaps the opportunity has already arrived. Perhaps it is sitting inside your phone. Perhaps it is inside your story. Perhaps it is inside your talent. Perhaps it is inside that idea you have been afraid to start. Because history has shown us something powerful. You don't always need someone to open the door. Sometimes, you need to build your own door. And when you finally do, don't expect everybody to clap immediately. Keep going. Keep learning. Keep creating. Keep improving. Because the same people who don't know your name today could be the people searching for your name tomorrow. And when that day comes, you may look back at this moment and realize it wasn't YouTube that changed your life. It was the day you decided to use YouTube as your opportunity. And perhaps that is the real story of how YouTube is changing Nigerian entertainment. Not just by giving Nollywood another place to show movies, but by giving a new generation of Nigerians the courage to say, I may not have been given a stage, so I built my own. And if that isn't the future of Nigerian entertainment, then perhaps we haven't even seen the beginning yet. This is only the beginning. So, the story of YouTube and Nigerian entertainment is more than just views, subscribers, and money. It is a story of opportunity, determination, and creating your own stage when nobody is ready to give you one. From Nollywood actors to upcoming content creators, many Nigerians are proving that with consistency, creativity, and the right platform, a simple idea can become something powerful. But trust me, this is only the beginning. There are still many untold stories, shocking developments, inspiring testimonies, and trending moments happening across Nigeria. So, subscribe to the channel, like and share this video, and stay connected because you definitely don't want to miss what is coming next. Expect more trending stories, more Nigerian entertainment, and more powerful conversations right here. Until next time, stay tuned, because the next big story might already be unfolding. Fire.